And welcome to the Sports Show with Sal and Josh. I am Josh.
I'm Sal.
I almost said that I was Sal that time. That would have been weird.
That would have been.
I would have thrown everybody off.
Fuck it, I'm Josh.
And I'm Sal. And we're here on a lovely Saturday afternoon in Boston, Massachusetts, where it is overcast skies and approximately 47 degrees out right now.
Yeah, something wild.
I haven't left my house once yet today.
I just read this now. Giving back to the community. Yeah?
That's right. Sal was giving back to the community. That's why we have this late start today. Normally we are on every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. and every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. We did start late today due to Sal giving back to the community, and also the Bruins game is on, so we wanted to make sure that we were catching some of that. Now, normally on Saturday
pretty much over, though. I mean, technically not really, but
it's basically
it's over.
Yeah, I mean,
so you don't have to finish the game.
Yeah, Bruins currently up 5-0. There's been 3 or 4 fights. Bruins won most of them. Horton actually just got handled a little bit. Yeah. I don't even remember who the guy is.
Can't wait to watch that game and the reaction on the 24/7.
Oh, on 24/7. Awesome. That is going to be spectacular on 24/7. We are currently live on vonlive.tv/the sports show, as well as justin.tv/the sports show. So you can write comments in either chat room right now. Sal's monitoring justin.tv. I'm monitoring vonlive.tv. So if you want to talk to either of us, decide who you're going to be watching on. As I said, we're live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. and every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. You can also follow us on Twitter at SJ Sports Show. That's Sports Show, 2 S's. On Twitter, you can check our old broadcasts on YouTube at youtube.com/user/Sal and Josh Sports. We have gotten some complaints recently that there have been ads on there, but frankly, we're not going to do this for free. That's foolish. So if you see an ad, click it, then exit out, and then you're done. You don't have to see the ad anymore. It's simple as pie, as I like to say.
Yeah. Text message from Matty Rich. Can't wait for this game to be on 24/7. I
exactly.
agree.
On 20.
Why don't you watch the show? Can we just talk about that? Yeah.
It's going to be great on 24/7.
Definitely.
Which let's touch on that first. Last week's 24/7. I know that we normally talk on football, but I'd say the star. Ilya Bryzlogov.
Yeah.
But by a long shot.
Yeah, definitely. Like
this
everything
he here.
Says. Yeah, everything he says, you just kind of like look around and everyone's like on the edge of their seat, like what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, what insane thing is he saying right now?
He was great. I mean, I expected it to be as good as the other one, and it was okay. It was okay. Yeah, it didn't. It
pulling a Michael Felger on me right now. The first one isn't going to be as good as the last one.
The first one was so good. The season as a whole. That's why it was great. I mean, it was good. Well, no, I enjoy it. I enjoyed they really suck you in. It's like it's got the music and the National Geographic announcing. It's like as they prepare for the next game. It's like that kind of shit. You like that. So it was good. It was very good. I would definitely. But I mean, we would watch episodes. I'd watch 2 in a row. Like I'd watch it and then rewind it and watch it again last season. I don't think I'm going to do that this year, but still going to watch it every new one.
But here's the thing: last year, the last episode, we knew all the guys on the Flyers and the Penguins. We knew Maxim Talbot, we knew Pascal Dupuis, we knew. I mean, yes, they still had Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin, but we didn't really know, Mike Green or especially Maxim Talbot. We didn't know those guys last year.
It's cool to see Max again.
Exactly, it's cool to see. And you know what? He was one of the most exciting people to see.
So you
already knew him.
You know what? I'm getting into it too quickly.
Exactly. Right. The first episode of this season isn't going to be as good as the last episode of last season. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's like the finale.
It's going to happen again, where we're going to fall in love with the guy, and it's already happening with Ilya Bryzlogov, where everybody's already talking about him, and it's absolutely spectacular. Yeah. And you got to run with that.
I'm looking for the story there because last year it was the Capitals kind of slumping.
Yeah, you hope that they don't try and fabricate that story though. Both teams are playing pretty well.
Yeah, but that in itself is pretty cool too. And but obviously. Both entertaining coaches. They got the injury to Giroux, which that was played out.
And now Pronger's out for the season. Wow. That was announced yesterday.
That kind of sucks.
So it does, and you can see with how the way the Flyers are playing today. Learning that he's out for the season.
Yeah.
And it's funny, they were just talking about it during the game right now that so they're going to put Pronger on the long-term injury list, and they're going to get $5 million to use caps from. But What they also mentioned, David Krejci hasn't been put on the long-term injury list yet. I mean, not David Krejci. Mark Savard. Sorry, that was...
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Haven't put him on the long-term injury yet. That's $7 million compared to the $5 million for Chris Pronger.
So why not?
So they were talking about how, okay, well, the Flyers and the Bruins, both great teams. When trading comes along, probably they're both going to be going after the same player. Bruins are going to have more money. They can get the better player.
Wow, that's fantastic.
So
I never thought of that.
And what do the Bruins even need right now? They don't need anything.
Really
Campbell's out, but Zach Hamill's doing a great job.
Yeah, they really don't need anything.
Char was out for 2 games. We won both those games. Now we're going to win with him back. He has a Gordie Howe hat trick already in the game. The third period hasn't even started yet. So the Bruins are in great shape, and if they can add, I don't know, $7 million worth of a player.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a top 3 forward, not even a top 6.
Yeah, and there's talk about the goalie situation where you got 2 great guys. You got one guy who's playing, had one of the best goalie seasons of all time last year.
Yeah.
Still playing great this year. And you got an upcoming guy who could be your future. It's like, well, what do you do? Nothing. Why
exactly.
If it's not broke, don't
do
fix
anything.
it. I just I'm really happy with the team. I think they look great. And
I think Tuch realizes. I mean, he's a young kid. I think he realizes he's the future goalie of this team.
Exactly.
And pass time with Tim Thomas right now, and both of them are in the top 3 for goals against average and save percentage right now.
I mean,
that's absurd. Both of our goalies
it's just
in the top 3.
But that's Boston sports, It's like, we gotta trade somebody, fucking do something.
Exactly. Trade them.
You know what?
Let's get Rick Nash. We're not scoring enough goals.
Let's just be content.
What?
Yeah, right. We scored 5 goals against the Flyers.
We have the second most goals in the league right now.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Now that we're on NHL, let's breeze through the rest of our NHL news.
I like it.
Jock Martin, the Montreal coach, fired today.
Yeah. They're dropping like flies over there, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, they lost their bench coach before our game with them.
Yep.
And then they had gone on a little run there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But so let's see if they can pick that up again after losing Jock Martin. So, but
I don't think the coach is the issue over there. I think
no, not at all. But you know what? Anybody that was planning or even had the thought of losing their coach should have done it when Bruce Boudreau was available.
Where?
I mean, he's with Anaheim now, which they're not playing great, but Anaheim's a bad team besides, Bobby Ryan and Corey Perry.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's like two great players. But Montreal, I mean, not that they're a great team, but they can put it together. And
definitely.
Yeah, I think Bruce Boudreau would have done a good job of it.
They're like a faggy finesse team. And,
faggy finesse team.
That's how it's called Canadians.
All right, so we touched on Primer up for the season. We touched on 24/7. Odd news, Roberto Luongo. The Canucks are playing well right now, but Luongo went through a stretch where he wasn't playing well, and a lot of people were saying, replace him with Corey Schneider. And then he started playing up to his Luongo-type ability for a while. And now he's stating that the Canucks are better than they were last year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. This guy has diarrhea of the mouth. He says dumbest shit.
Talk about a guy that needs to stop talking.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, his talking he pretty much blew the Stanley Cup for him last year. Calling out Tim Thomas, who was a goalie, who had the best goalie season ever, essentially. Yeah. And I would have made that save.
Fuck me, man. I mean, some of the comments, and they would show him every time he was struggling. Across the bottom of the screen would be like some dumbass quote that he said from like earlier in the week, like I'm trying to think like what did Tim Thomas say? Like I'm not here to pump.
his tires.
Yeah, I was like, wow, what a Belichick thing to say.
Because Luongo was just like, well, I've been saying nice things about him all the time. I don't hear him pumping my tires.
Right. And you know
it makes
what?
sense.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Why are you here to pump tires, Tim Thomas?
Yeah, no. You're here to stop pucks.
Exactly.
So, if you're Luongo, probably should just keep your mouth shut. I don't know why no one has told you that before.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you got a whole group of guys that know it. I don't know why they're not talking to him about it. But hey,
it doesn't make any sense.
I don't care as long as they keep talking and keep fucking up.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, I'd love to play them in the Stanley Cup again this year. Because you know what? Now is Sidney Crosby out indefinitely again with how handedly we can handle. I mean, since 2 years ago when they knocked us out.
That was 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
When they went on that 4-game winning streak against us in the playoffs?
Yeah. We were up 3-0 and they won 4 in a row. Since then, we have been destroying Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very great point.
So realistically, the only team right now that scares me playing in the playoffs or whatever it may be, Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, but that has to be it.
But when we played them, we played a real good game against them. We pushed them into overtime. I think that even playing them, we could probably still win that series.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. In 7 games, yes. But if it's 3 games to 3 games and they're coming up in the last one, I'm gonna be nervous as hell.
I have more faith in Tim Thomas than I do Jimmy Howard. That's for damn sure.
Definitely, I'll agree with you there.
That's where if you tell me one game and we have to win one game, oh yeah, I'd take it.
I'd put my chips on Thomas too. But I mean, they're definitely a really good team.
Yeah,
definitely super talented, super finesse. They're like a much better Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah,
no, I won't say so much Tampa Bay because they don't have the Stamkos and Marty St. Louis. I'd say that. I mean, Pavel Datsyuk, right? But he's a much different type of player than
what am I going to say? Zetterberg.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they're different players in those.
Yeah, and who's that old guy that killed somebody? What's his name? I can't think of it.
Oh, Bertuzzi.
Yeah. I mean, those guys they're not going to go out and bang bodies. They're going to be sneaky and
exactly. But they play
plays,
solid D, and
that's great.
And Pavel Datsyuk is probably one of the best players in the NHL. But you match up Datsyuk with Bergeron and.
That's awesome. Shape. Oh, them two on the ice together, both playing. They're so talented. Almost. Yeah. They really are, and it's a chess match. They just try to outthink each other, and watching them play against each other in the playoffs would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, and I'd almost love to see it. Last year I didn't want to see it because I just wanted to win a Stanley Cup. This year it would be nice to go through them. Yeah, right.
Now the road to Stanley Cup can go through anywhere.
Go through Detroit,
because I want to see it happen. And
exactly.
Sharks. The hell.
No, the Sharks suck. Fuck the
hell's
Sharks.
going on with the Sharks?
Exactly. So again, everybody, if you have any questions, please post them in the chat. We are live on vonlive.tv as well as justin.tv. Mm-hmm. So Sal has one chat room up. I have the other chat room up, so we're going to make sure that we notice anything you say. I realize right now we don't have... Oh, maybe we do have Skype open. Which, if we do have Skype open. So if you'd like to call into the show on Skype, you can call in at... our username is Sal and Josh. Yeah. So you can call in there. We'll accept you as a friend and do whatever.
Pete text you? He was talking about...
He did. I told him what it was. I don't think Pete knows what Skype is or how to use a computer.
Pete, if you're watching...
If he's not playing World of Warcraft, I don't think that he knows how to use the computer.
Or wearing shoes that are fucking 12 sizes too big for him. I hope you're watching, asshole.
And I don't see Patrick on here, too. We had a text message from him as well. Which, by the way, guys, if you are watching and you don't have an account, it is free and easy on both sites to sign up in the upper right-hand corner. So to sign up, you can write in the chat, you can follow us, you can tweet us, you can like us, you can do all the important
Play things. Us on Xbox, PlayStation. Exactly. We got it all. Literally. Social media is flowing through
if you think that you can beat Sal in Madden or in NHL,
in NHL you could probably beat me, but you couldn't beat Josh. I'm just saying it now. There's the challenge.
If you think you can beat Sal in Madden, his gamer tag on Xbox is the Space Gators. Has nothing to do with Tim Tebow.
Nothing to do with Tim Tebow. It's a lot more with Al Horford and Corey Brewer.
Exactly.
But that's a conversation for another time.
And if you think that you can beat me on NHL, my PS3 gamer tag is Jump Off Josh, which I don't believe any of you can beat me on NHL. In fact, I'd be willing to put up hundreds of millions of dollars on it.
Not going to happen.
Okay, maybe hundreds of dollars.
Maybe hundreds of dollars.
Maybe $20.
Maybe $20.
Maybe
if you got PayPal.
Exactly. You know what? If you guys just go and view our YouTube videos every day and click on the ads, I can make the $20 to bet you in a couple days anyway. So just keep on doing that and we're golden.
Bets from last week, you want to go over that?
Yeah, let's go over our bets from last week. Normally on this Saturday show we focus around football. Now with football coming to an untimely end, Especially for Sal, he's not following it anymore because his fantasy team lost.
Yeah, I mean it's strange that football still happens. I don't really understand.
Even though you're not invested.
I really don't understand why, but no, I'm just kidding. Yes, my fantasy season came to an end last week.
Fantasy season did come to an end,
but
mine's still going strong.
But I mean, hey,
for at least another week.
I played against a really good team, and
exactly
swallow my pride.
It was tough, right? So normally on these Saturday shows, we focus mostly on football and fantasy football, and I know a lot of people are in the playoffs now. Well, if you're not in the playoffs now, you don't really understand how fantasy football works anyways. But another thing that we also do is we make our top 5 bets, and if you agree with Sal, you're poor, and if you agree with me, you're making some money.
Not doing so well. Sorry, team.
But if there's any week for Sal to turn around, it's this week, and I think he's good to go. I'll review my bets from last week. To start, because I actually went 4 for 5 last week. Oh shit, hey guys, hey impersonaire. That's too many letters that not together don't make a word. It might be in French. What, you were wrong?
Oh, I'm just going over my picture last week. It was close.
No, I made those 2 bets. That's why I'm telling you you're wrong.
Panthers 2? Where's that?
Yeah, game? Vikings, Falcons 1.
So fuck me.
They won 31-23.
Cam, bro. I bet on you every fucking week.
Yes, we are watching.
So goddamn talented.
We are watching the Bruins. It's actually 5-0, unless my it's 5-0.
5-0.
Anyways, over. So from last week, my bets: the Colts covered the spread yet again against the Ravens. The spread was 16.5, and the Colts only lost by 14. So there we go. I really like those bets. The Colts actually they don't have a big spread this week. That's why I didn't pick them this week. But also winning last week is the Saints beat the Titans 22-17. Spread is only 3.5 for that. The Broncos beat the Bears by 3. That covers the spread. Perfect. Eagles beat Miami 26-10, and the Eagles were actually supposed to lose. The one bet I did lose is the Texans keep on finding a way to win without Matt Schaub, who I thought Matt Schaub was supposed to be like a good quarterback. I thought he was like a team-leading type quarterback.
I mean, 4 years ago, Matt Schaub. He's
Lions didn't cover the spread, by the way.
No. So my bets, Bengals lost. Packers, unlike you, I'm not afraid of a big spread. Packers beat the shit out of the Raiders. If you were watching that game, you probably had zero interest after the first quarter. The game was over. It's just about as soon as it started.
Basically.
Saints over the Titans, got that. Patriots over the Redskins. The fucking Patriots. I'm at a loss for words. I don't understand how that game they only won by 7 points. That was just I don't know. I don't even know. Fuck me. That it was almost as strange as Tim Tebow winning again, and the Panthers losing to the Falcons last week. So 2 for 5. Sorry. Fuck me.
Sorry, you're losing all your money. You're
sorry.
fucked.
Hey, guess what? You know what though? Is you're not alone. If you're betting with me, I'm gonna lose with you. We're a team.
All right, and how about your bets for this week to hope that you can actually make some of that money back?
All right, this week
you really need to go 5 for 5 this week.
Oh my god, yeah. This week, and you know what? This is kind of a wild bet. I didn't put a ton of cash on this because I'm just feeling I got a gut check on this one. Okay. Redskins plus 6.5 versus the Giants. Giants played a wild fucking game against the Cowboys last week. Game was all on the shoulders of Pierre-Paul. I think he had 2 sacks, a bunch of tackles, blocked a field goal kick late in the game to secure the win. It was just a wild fucking game, and that was I don't know if they could do that again. Redskins look pretty good. Santana Moss looks good. They went out. Real good. They played good against the Patriots game. We watched that game very intently. We were very surprised at Rex Grossman and how.
He keeps on finding
how he didn't suck.
Yeah, right. I thought he sucked. I was under the impression that he was a bad quarterback.
So
he's been proving everybody wrong.
So I mean, I guess that kind of persuaded me to maybe say, hey, you know what? Maybe they can lose by a field goal, which would or even 2 field goals. But as long as they don't lose by a touchdown, they're good. I'm still not afraid of the big spreads when it comes to the Packers because they don't care. They beat down any team.
I feel like it's gotta happen eventually. They gotta lose, right?
Aaron Rodgers had one not awesome game, and that was a couple weeks ago. So I feel like he can throw against the Chiefs. Especially, right. I mean, I didn't even check if Eric Berry was back, the cornerback for the Chiefs, but It's Aaron Rodgers. It really doesn't even fucking matter. I'm betting that game. It's 13.5. So that's 2 touchdowns in the Packers.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hey.
Saints versus the Vikings. Adrian Peterson probable. If he plays, if he doesn't play, I mean, it's
Vikings also have a terrible pass defense. So.
Exactly, and Drew Brees is just having a phenomenal year again.
Yeah. The Vikings are actually they beat out the Patriots for last in pass defense now.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's good.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's exciting.
Good. So hopefully this week when we have Tom Brady and Tim Tebow doesn't pass very well. And then Drew Brees does pass very well. We further that margin. I hope we further that margin, and we'll go into.
Maybe he's not going to pass them.
Maybe we'll be 30th in passing defense. All right, and again we have Seahawks against the Bears. I'm picking the Seahawks over the Bears. It's plus 3.5. The Bears. Of course you do. You know why? Of course you do. Because this is the smartest bet. The Seahawks are playing out of their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll has that team like on their balls every fucking game. Marshawn Lynch is playing out of his mind. Bear defense, very good, obviously.
Yeah, of course, right.
But good against the run.
But no offense whatsoever. They don't have their quarterback. They don't have their gunslinger.
Exactly.
They don't have Forte.
And apparently Marion Barber might be one of the dumbest fucking running backs to ever play the game. If anyone watched the end of that game. So the Bears, they kind of got cheated out of a win last week, but they do still really suck. And the Seahawks don't suck as bad as I thought they were going to at the beginning of the season. So I'm going with Seahawks on that one. And Bengals against the Rams, because everybody beats the Rams, and the Rams really suck. Steven Jackson, hell of a game on Monday night. I don't know if he's going to have the turnaround time. He's an older guy. He's a big guy. That team kind of really fucking sucks. And the Bengals have been pretty good. They've been knocking at the door all season at being a good team. Right. So good defense. Rookie quarterback. I like the Bengals.
Yeah,
especially this week.
The Bengals are a good-looking team. Certainly.
Fuck yeah.
There you go. Oh, fucking torn up over there. Now, I got to tell you, I agree with you. Now, we have some people that I see a lot of hearts on the chat room right now. I'm glad you guys are all in love. Assuming in love with us.
Much love.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you're in love with each other. I feel like they're.
Those hearts are pulsating.
Those are pulsating hearts.
I can't read what the text is.
Hello. It's they're talking about stalking each other, I think. But hello, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Especially Wabbit, which makes me feel spectacular. Some person's in love with our show, so that's exciting.
That's cool. Why don't you get someone on Justin TV and do the same?
But let's go over my bets for the week. I also have the Seahawks against the Bears.
Definitely.
Again, the Bears. It's only 3.5. Seahawks have been playing well. Interesting thing about the Seahawks is at the beginning of the season, I bet that they would win more than 6 games, and I bet $50 on this that they'd win more than six games. And I thought I was fucked because at one point I think they were 2-7. They've now won 4 games in a row. They're 6-7. They win this game, I win $60. So there we go. So you know what? I'm picturing it happening.
Yeah.
I also have the Panthers covering against the Texans.
I looked at that. But Cam Newton has been fucking me all
right. But the Texans have to be bad. Okay,
they have to be.
Eventually, it has to catch up with them.
They've been playing better than they are for
exactly. Andre Johnson's out. Matt Schaub is out, and all the credit to Arian Foster in the world. The Panthers are going to win this game. They've been playing pretty well. Yes, that's right. Me and Sal are eye candy. The guy on the right is funny as hell. I think that's you. Good job, buddy. You're funny as hell. I'm just a fucking dickhead.
You're funny too.
No, I'm just kidding. I also have the Lions beating the Raiders. It's basically a pick 'em.
That was a 1 point game.
1 point game.
You know what? I was gonna do that too, but we're limited to 5. Just to make things fair.
Okay, fair enough.
I was gonna pick that game as well.
Right, but
Lions are a good team. Matthew Stafford is really, really good quarterback.
Yeah, and granted, with all the troubles that they have for being an emotional team, I think that they're good enough that they're going to beat the Raiders this week.
This is the battle of emotional teams right now.
Right, exactly. I mean, talk about another emotional team. Carson Palmer just still doesn't do it for me.
Oh my God, Carson Palmer throwing into so much coverage.
As N Personaire here says, Ndamukong Suh is back. So he's good. And Kevin Smith is also back, so they're not going to rely as heavily on Maurice Morris.
Great.
Who hasn't been doing spectacular.
Great. I mean, Kevin Smith had maybe one good game. One?
That's all it was needed for.
Was it one good game? Okay.
Yeah.
But real quick on this game, do you know where this is? Is this in Oakland or Detroit?
Oh shit, I don't even know.
Really doesn't matter. Oakland has been.
Might. He'll tell us.
Someone. He might be from one of those places.
Yeah.
But Oakland. Oh my God, that defense just loves to commit penalties. Detroit, same thing.
Oh yeah.
These are guys that they're ripping face masks. They're jumping off sides. This is just like roughing the passer penalties. Both these teams just don't give a fuck about the rules. They go out there and they just play. They just go out and play. And they think they're like, oh, we're playing hard, we're playing tough, we're playing the balls off, but you're really hurting your teams. So for both of those teams are both going to commit those penalties, both going to give up yards. But talent-wise, Detroit's a lot higher. So when Detroit can lose a game because of those stupid penalties, but so couldn't Oakland. So when those cancel each other out, you got to go with Detroit because they're the better team. Statistically, the better team. So I love that bet. I'm gonna make that as well. It's not in my top 5, but definitely gonna make that.
I still completely agree with you. That's why I have the Lions beating the Raiders.
Fantastic.
Another bet that I really liked was Ravens -2.5 against the Chargers. It's good. The Chargers they're a very strange team with kind of how they work here, where one week they'll look like one of the top teams in the AFC, and the next week they won't. The Ravens always show up to these games, though, against the better teams. And I think even though the Chargers haven't been playing well,
it's still the Chargers.
Yeah, they have Phillip Rivers and they have Vincent Jackson,
Gates. They still they're good on paper, and that's going to get enough for the Ravens.
Yeah, I think that's enough for the Ravens.
I'm sorry, that's enough for the Ravens to get up and get hyped for that game.
Exactly.
I like that bet too.
Now, an interesting bet that I'm making this week, and both these teams are currently fighting for a playoff spot, but I just like the talent on one team more than the other. I think the Eagles are going to cover -3 against the Jets. The Eagles have a lot of talent. Vic is back. Yes, Sanchez has been playing pretty well recently, and Sean Green's been playing out of his mind recently. But I think that the Eagles are good enough because there's still a possibility for them to make it to the playoffs. So I think they're going to hold out hope here until the very last second. So I'm taking the Eagles over the Jets at -3.
All right. I can't wait to see how that plays out.
Yeah. We'll see.
Those are two teams that kind of suck. They're kind of emotional teams, too. Not so much in, like, getting penalties and stuff, but that's going to be a great game.
No, but there's always a lot going on there, yeah. So we'll get to the fantasy stuff right now. I don't know if any of you guys play fantasy football. It seems like there's mostly girls in here watching us right now because people are talking about their cups and stuff.
What up, girls?
But essentially, fantasy football is something that guys do to pass the time so we don't have to constantly talk about girls.
Pass the time? I go to the church of fantasy football on Sunday.
Oh, there are some dudes here too, and yeah, there we go, semifinals. All right, there's guys here.
Fantastic.
Yes,
fantastic.
The church of fantasy football.
Dude, Red Zone.
Unfortunately,
I go to the assembly of Red Zone every Sunday and repent for my sins and watch the good and the bad of fantasy football every Sunday.
So last week, the quarterback wise, Brady had a good game. Breeze had a not bad game. Eli Manning had a good game. Aaron Rodgers actually wasn't in the top 10 last week for probably the first time all season.
Man.
But Matt Ryan had a good week, and he had another good week. He had another good game on Thursday, which just blows you up, big guy.
Whatever, man. I don't want to talk about it. I have Roddy White, and I still don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
30 fantasy points.
But there were other guys that randomly stepped up, like Jake Locker, who had a great game. Yep. Joe Webb, who had a great game.
Yeah.
And John Skelton had another good game, which I think those Skelton games.
That's wild.
That is absolutely
wild.
I think Skelton's better than Cobb at this point.
You think?
In Arizona.
Yeah.
Bruins scored again.
All right.
6-0.
So what's going on? All your goals. Sagan.
There you go. Sagan needed it. That's what I'm talking about.
+1.
We're drinking. We're drinking actually a very interesting drink.
Oh my God! All right.
Sal.
Let me explain it because I made it for us both. My buddy told me about this Pinnacle vodka, and I was like, "Oh, Pinnacle, that's for girls. That's like Pinnacle whipped cream and stuff like that. They drink like whatever." But Pinnacle vodka, it's called gummy, but it's Swedish fish flavored.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It is absolutely fantastic. I bought the small bottle and the big bottle, one like $2 or $3 difference. So I bought the big bottle of Pinnacle Swedish fish vodka. Mixed it. I threw it in the blender with some ice, and then added Sprite to it. I was my buddy suggested Sprite or Red Bull, but it's a little early for the
Red Bull.
So
3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't need that yet. So I added Pinnacle Pinnacle gummy, Swedish Fish, and Sprite. Mix it up in the blender. Put the Sprite in after because you don't want to decarbonate the Sprite.
Of course not.
Oh my god, fantastic!
Great drink.
Great,
I
really
will completely agree with him.
Very good.
So moving beyond that, running backs wise, Sean Green had another great game. Ryan Grant had his best game of the season. We'll see if he can pull that off again.
You know what? Yeah, you're an asshole. You're an asshole for picking him up. You're a dick. Could have won. I really could have. I could still be in the playoffs right now, but the co-host right here decided to be a dickhead. So all right, keep it going. Keep it going.
It's 9 p.m. in the UK where apparently in-person eras. So
we don't talk about the Premier League. Sorry,
but
bro.
still, it's still perfect time to have Red Bull.
All right, fair enough.
Wide receiver wise, Marquise Colston finally had the big game that I've been predicting for 3 weeks now.
Oh yeah,
because he knew it had to happen eventually. Oh, he's not in the UK. He's just saying that's what time it is.
Oh, okay.
So fair enough. Antonio Brown had a good week.
Antonio Brown, dude.
Laurent Robinson with another great week. Hakeem Nicks did better than Victor Cruz again this week, which I keep on saying is going to happen, but nobody ever believes me. And Gronk went completely off yet again because Gronkowski, as I said last week, is the best tight end in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you can say a lot about Jimmy Graham.
You definitely can.
Rob Gronkowski's better.
If you don't get
What's up, Paul Severe?
Yeah, Paulie Paul.
I like that.
DC.
I like that his name's in pink.
I like
it a lot.
Hey, we're planning the trip to go to the Capitals game. Oh, he doesn't go to. You're not at DC anymore. All right, fuck me.
He's still in New York though. He could find a way down.
We're going to DC in a couple weeks to go to the Bruins Capitals game. Paul, hit you up.
Okay, sorry guys. As I said, we are live on VonLive.tv as well as Justin.tv, so we are simulcasting on both. Sal can view the Justin.tv chat room. I'm looking at the VonLive.tv chat room, so we can still both kind of see each. Sal's vision is worse than mine, so he's having a difficult time reading this one, but I just pass on the information anyways. Also keep in mind that I'm gonna have to plug in. I'm sorry, you're out here.
Oh, that's fine. I'm good. I'm good.
There you go.
I'm at 70%.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, fuck JTV. No, don't fuck JTV. We love JTV.
No. Come on, man. That's my chat room. Don't be mean.
We love both, and we do everything that we can to make everybody happy. Keep in mind that you can also follow us on Twitter at SJ Sports Show. That's Sports Show, so that's 2 S's there.
Yep.
And you can also follow us or you can check our old videos and follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/user/Sal and Josh Sports. Also, please click on the ads whenever available.
Oh, do that. We get some money.
Because keep in mind, I make money. We both make money if you guys click on the ads. And in the end, don't you want us to keep doing this? You know, we're giving content, we're giving people things. Ooh. So
and it's a lot of fun. I have a great time doing it. I know you have a good time doing it. I hope you guys enjoy it because that's why we're here.
I hope so. Also, keep in mind, everybody, that you can follow us on both websites, just down right in front of there, and just click the follow button, and then every time that we go live, you'll be notified. Yeah. And also, keep in mind that we are live every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. and every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. We did start at 3 p.m. today due to the fact that Sal is a volunteer for the Big Brother program, and he had an event to go to, and also the Bruins game was on, so we had to make sure that we saw that.
Doubleheader.
So we're certainly glad that you guys are here, and we hope to keep on entertaining you from here on out. Now, due to Sal's prior commitments, he doesn't have his top 10 of the offensive positions on fantasy football this week.
Sorry, Jim.
But certainly I do. So we'll go over. We want to talk about nasty other sites, guys, because they have their. Okay, I don't know what I'm reading. Mm-hmm. Either way, top 10 this week for quarterbacks. I have Drew Brees.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Playing against the Minnesota defense, worst pass defense.
I really think Drew Brees. I was gonna put. I should have done my fucking top 5.
It's okay. After that, we go to Aaron Rodgers, then Tom Brady, Tony Romo after that, Vic rounding up the top 5, Stafford, Cam Newton, Eli Manning. Then I have Joe Flacco, who I'm kind of feeling this week. I don't know why I'm feeling him, but I think Joe Flacco is going to have a pretty good week. And then actually rounding up the end, Rex Grossman who, as you have him beating the Giants, I think Rex Grossman's going to have a pretty good fantasy week.
Yeah, that's a game I'm very excited.
I know you're not upset. You're not very happy about Vic being over Matthew Stafford, but frankly, Vic can run for 80-plus yards and also throw for 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, Locker would have a better game than Vic, except Locker is not getting the start Matt Hasselbeck is, which is something that I want to talk about later, because I think that's ridiculous.
Timmy fucking Thomas. That's coming from
T fucking T.
That's
there you
coming
go.
from Pat Possivere.
That's right.
Well,
Timmy
obviously
Thomas,
watching the game.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left, and there's 6 goals, and they're all on the Bruins side right now.
That's pretty good. Look at Hamill, badass.
So Drew Brees playing the worst pass defense. I think he's gonna have a really good week. So you should certainly like it.
Hell yeah.
Now, in terms of running backs, I actually think Sean Green is going to keep up this pace.
I just peeked over.
Yeah,
I was a little bit surprised by that.
I'm really looking forward to Sean Green this week, and to Sean Green this week, and I think it's going to work out pretty well.
I take it back. I thought Pat was talking about Tim Thomas, but the other Timmy T. The other popular Timmy T this week is Timmy Tebow.
Not going to be in the top 10 this week.
Tebow.
We'll touch more on Tebow in a little bit once we
not going to make
fight through this. Yeah. Running back, Sean Green, Aaron Foster playing a real bad defense.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Johnson, who's been playing great. Ray Rice, LaShawn McCoy, the 2 Bushes, Reggie Bush above Michael Bush this week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just, the Raiders just aren't going to be scoring as many points as and Miami's playing against that poor Buffalo team.
I think that that game, and I'm sorry, the Raiders game. Never mind. Keep going. I'm retarded.
After that, we have Roy Halou, who's been playing very well lately. I think even though the Giants have a great pass rush, but if the pass rush tries to go on the outside, which it only does with Justin Tuck, I think that Roy Halou will be able to find a way to get through there. And then AP probably coming back this week. I have him running as a top 10. Will probably have a good day. And then Felix Jones, who's going to get the start for Dallas.
Yeah, wow.
I think he'll get a pretty good look, which I'm really pissed off about because Felix Jones was picked up by the person I'm playing in the playoffs fantasy-wise.
You know what? But I mean, with DeMarco Murray playing out of his fucking skull, just playing great. That's a huge question.
Brad Marchand just got tossed out of the game, by the way. Just a heads up to everybody. If you're watching the Bruins game.
Oh, cool. He doesn't get to see the last 2 minutes of the game.
6-0.
But DeMarco Murray has been playing so well that Felix Jones, you look at him and you go, well, wait, DeMarco Murray, he's out.
For the season.
Oh, fuck me then.
Yeah.
All right then, yeah, Felix Jones, huge pickup. Whoa.
Yep, completely done.
Yeah, he was out in that Giants game. That's right.
Yep.
We tweeted that. I remember
there we go.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you were the first one to break it.
Yeah, I was fucking hammered.
I had a feeling.
But basically, yeah. But is Felix Jones the Felix Jones that he was last year? Well, I don't know. That's pretty fucking sick. I don't know, but he hasn't been playing as well as DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray has been the backbone of that running.
And team. Now it's going to be all Felix Jones, who's the meanest son of a bitch in the NFL right now, Jared Allen.
I was going to go Terrell motherfucking Suggs.
Terrell Suggs.
Dude's a mean bastard.
Terrell Suggs is mean. But I don't know.
He's mean. Ray Lewis is mean.
Jared Allen's mean.
Jared Allen's mean. But you know what? I really like Jared Allen, so I almost don't want to picture him in a mean light.
You don't want him to be so mean? Yeah.
No,
fair enough.
I enjoy Jared Allen.
Wide receiver wise, I keep on trying to mix around with wide receivers.
Yeah, wide receivers are hard.
Because it's hard. You never know who's going to do it. So I have Calvin Johnson this week, who I think the Lions will score some points through the air. And Calvin Johnson's pretty much probably the second best wide receiver in the league this year. Second to only Wes Welker, who is number 2. Right? Well, I mean, even Rob Gronkowski, who is probably the best wide receiver we have
seriously.
right now.
And like thinking about it now, it's like that totally flips. Like next year's draft, when you're doing your fantasy drafts, you're like, shit. Like, do I look at Eli Manning sooner than I did this year? Do I look at guys like Gronkowski, obviously, Jimmy Graham, obviously?
Gronkowski's going to be the first time.
And then guys who were absolute locks: Vernon Davis, Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates has been steadily okay. I'm sorry, Vernon Davis has been steadily okay. Yeah. Vernon Davis, shitty first 5-6 games. Yeah. Then totally turn it on.
Right.
There was injury talk, but I mean, it could be it. I don't know.
All right. So Calvin Johnson first for me. Wes Welker. After that, Percy Harvin, who's been playing great the past couple weeks. I think that'll keep up, even if they have Joe Webb in there instead of Christian Ponder. I think that'll still keep up. After that, Laurent Robinson, who's been the best. He's probably been top 3 wide receiver through the past 6 weeks.
The Chargers are probably looking at him now like, I can't believe we dropped that guy.
Exactly,
I can't believe we cut him. He goes over to the Cowboys and he's just the playmaker.
Right.
I mean,
even with Miles Austin and Des Bryant,
those guys take defense. Like, I mean, you have to double cover. You know, if you're in double coverage, you have to cover one of them. You got to leave Laurent Robinson in center coverage, and he's been absolutely taking advantage of that. Just getting open, getting touchdowns, like wide open touchdowns all the time.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. It's been great to watch him.
So after that, I have Santana Moss, who had a big catch last week. And he's the best wide receiver and probably best offensive player that the Redskins have.
Yeah.
So you'll see them keep going to him. After that, Larry Fitzgerald, who he's playing the number 1 pass defense, but I think he's still Larry Fitzgerald, and him and John Skelton have a good relationship together, so I think it'll keep on happening.
He's good.
After that, Hakeem Nicks, who is playing better than Victor Cruz and will continue to play better than Victor Cruz. Okay, then. Even against the Redskins, it's still going to happen. After that, Steve Smith of the Carolina Panthers, not of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
After that, A.J. Green, who's great on Cincinnati. And playing against that Rams, who doesn't have a great secondary.
Can't wait for that game. I hope he gets 2 touchdowns at least. I hope so.
And rounding out is Vincent Jackson, who always kind of steps up in the later weeks of the season, and I think it'll go pretty well. Somebody does mention Jordy Nelson. Jordy Nelson is going to have a great game this week.
With no Jennings, Jordy Nelson becomes the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll also have Donald Driver, who will be getting a lot of receptions. But Jordy Nelson is a great start this week if you have him in fantasy.
I was talking about this the other day with my friends. It was like, Donald Driver starts on most teams anyways.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you put out 3 wide and a running back. I mean, you're going to have Donald Driver as your third. He's a veteran presence. He's great on comeback routes. He's smart. And he's not the biggest and strongest, obviously. He's not the fastest. But he's smart. And Steve Smith from hell yeah.
Different Steve Smith, yeah.
But Donald Driver is going to start on a lot of teams. So to plug him in as a 3rd or 4th receiver for the Packers and for Aaron Rodgers, a little bit of sweat off your back because you don't have Greg Jennings for maybe 2-3 weeks, but it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. So I'm really not nervous. So that's why I think that spread has been affected by 13 and a half points instead of the 2 full touchdowns with extra points and stuff because of Greg Jennings. But I don't know. With Grant and the way that Grant played the other night, and
if he keeps it up like that, I mean, Jordy Nelson's still gonna have a great game.
Hell yeah.
Now somebody said, "What about the Falcons quarterback?" The Falcons game was Thursday. It already happened. Yes, Matt Ryan had a great game.
Yeah, fucking had a great game.
Had a spectacular
2 touchdowns to Roddy White, 1 to Julio Jones. Julio Jones is
Bruins game went fine, by the way. Bruins won 6-0.
Oh, Bruins game. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Tim Thomas finished out the game.
Yeah,
Did you see
another shutout.
The Julio Jones touchdown? That was one of the more impressive touchdowns I've seen. Not because it was his catch or whatever, but he caught that ball at midfield. I don't know if anyone saw this. I mean, we got like fucking 35 viewers. Someone must have fucking saw this. He caught the ball at midfield around like the 20, 30-yard line. And then it looked like the defense was in slow motion. He is so goddamn fast. He just went, he was like, fuck all of you. He tucked it and just ran. It was an unbelievable speed on that kid. I couldn't believe it. The defense was like, oh, fuck.
He's going to be a good wide receiver for a lot of years to come here.
Definitely. I drafted him. I probably should have kept him on my team. I dropped him when he had a hamstring injury earlier in the season. Julio has D-Jack speed, LOL. I don't know what D-Jack means, but it sounds pretty...
Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Yes,
Zim 26. Welcome back. Great to see you. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Glad you're back.
Dude, he had a fucking hell of a run. He didn't look back. It was awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna round out our fantasy football here with tight ends. Who the obvious number 1 tight end at this point is Rob Gronkowski. Has to be every single week. He's
breaking records. He's awesome.
Yeah. After that, Jimmy Graham had a great year. It's gonna stay up. After that, Jason Witten, he keeps on not having a good game, but it's got to happen eventually. He's a great tight end. And Tony Romo and him have good chemistry, and they've been playing together long enough. After that, Brendan Pettigrew. After that, Kellen Winslow is playing the worst defense against tight ends. Antonio Gates, then Jermichael Finley, Brent Selleck, Vincente Shanko, and Jake Ballard rounding at the top 10.
I really like Jake Ballard. I'm waiting for him to really break out and have a huge game.
Yeah, and you know what? He had a good week last week. I already threw my notes on the ground, but he had a pretty good week last week, and I think it'll happen again. Yep. Yes, Finley 6. Because there are so many other options for Aaron Rodgers, I think that he'll find a way to make them all work.
Exactly. I mean, you can drop Greg Jennings and still have enough receivers to throw at.
Exactly.
You don't need to go for the check down to Jermichael Finley all the time.
So that covers our fantasy for this week. If you have any questions, please. Who is in the NFL? Who has the finest girlfriend?
Tebow!
Tim Tebow and all three.
I don't know. Tebow has
Brady does have a pretty hot looking wife too, though. Although with she has that supermodel look, which I'm not. I'd be more into Bridget Moynihan than I was into Giselle Bundchen,
but
me, it is what it is.
I like thick women, so I don't think I don't know. So, probably some offensive line guy with a fat girlfriend. Jesus. I'd probably be into.
So that covers our fantasy. Keep in mind we are live on VonLive.tv as well as Justin.tv. And you can follow us on Twitter at SJ Sports Show. That's Sports Show, 2 S's. And you can also check our old videos on YouTube at youtube.com/user/Sal and Josh Sports. And if you'd like to call in on Skype, our username is Sal and Josh.
Yeah, Posh Spice, pretty hot too.
Posh Spice, absolutely fucking delicious.
Packo's words. Hell yeah.
And if you have any questions, our email is joshandsal@gmail.com, and we'll answer them every single time.
Yeah. Sal, talk about Tebow. What do you want to do?
Sal has a video to show about Tebow.
Oh my god!
While I use the restroom.
Oh my god! Hold on.
The Skype is Sal and Josh. I'm typing it in there for you right now. I may not be viewing it right now, as I don't think we have any friends. We just started that last time. But yeah, Sal has a video to show right now. I'm gonna take a 3-second break. He'll put it into the camera and listen to the microphone at the same time.
Right.
So there you go.
Let me make sure I got
Sal video.
All right. So as you know, I'm a community person. Try to give back to the community, and I'm out this morning and I'm hanging out with some of my buddies, and we had a lot of Tim Tebow conversation. And basically, they didn't have a lot of good things to say about the guy. So here we go. This is my buddy Keitho and Kyle giving you the rundown on Tim Tebow this week. Fuck me, huh?
Oh, Tim Tebow, you're going down Sunday night. You should come kiss my legs. I've never had a quarterback run worse than you. Yeah, but I think my grandma can run faster than you, Tim Tebow.
All right, so basically the overall notion of Tim Tebow is going to be a little bit unsuccessful against the Patriots defense, and that's fine with me because he's stronger against the run and not as good as an accurate passer. So that kind of plays pretty good. Oh hell yeah, people are into that. So that's pretty good for us because our secondary isn't. The Patriots secondary isn't fantastic. It's we got injuries back there. We dropped Bodden, we dropped Brandon Merriweather. So without those guys, it's a little bit slacking. But Tebow is not exactly the deep threat. He's not the deep threat passer that a lot of quarterbacks in the league can be. So I feel like that plays into our advantage a little bit. We got Will Fork up front, try to stop the run a little bit. They go early and often to McGahee. So I think we have a really, really good chance against them.
Right, and even though there is Demaryius Thomas and Eric Decker who have both gotten out deep recently for Tebow, he can't just constantly rely on the fact that there's going to be a huge wide open Eric Decker or a huge wide open Demaryius Thomas.
31-10 Patriots. That seems a little strong.
No, you know what? That's about right. The Patriots are going to kill him.
Okay.
The Patriots are going to pull the Lions on him.
I'm going to say 30-20. I'm going to say 30-20.
I don't think Tebow could score 20 points in a game.
No, trust me, I don't. And that's why I got 20, because I got 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals from Prater, who's been fucking kicking out of his fucking skull. Last weekend, 110 yards in 2 field goals. That's pretty damn impressive. So I figured two long field goals. You got to give Tim Tebow 2 touchdowns, I guess. I guess the Patriots defense. Yeah. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, but I think Tom Brady against the Denver defense is good enough. So I'm going to say 20-30. Which beats the spread, by the way. Bet on that shit.
Somebody has brought up the fact that Tim Tebow's girlfriend is Lucy Pinder. And,
okay.
And that is
alleged. But we got pictures of Lucy Pinder.
So let's get up a quick
Broncos
picture of Lucy Pinder.
Closer than people think.
This is Lucy Pinder, everybody.
And, God.
Good. The hand bra still does it for me every single time. Lucy Pinder, absolutely gorgeous. He has been also linked to, however.
This was Sports Trick of the Week on Wednesday.
Exactly. Wednesday was right. Hot Sports Trick of the Week. He's been also linked to Aaron Drews, who is pictured here with tits the size of Tebow's head right now. And he has been linked to one more female recently, and that is the wonderful Lindsey Vonn. Who I think is just an absolute. She's got to be a monster in the sack.
Holy tits, Batman is correct.
You have to be a little crazy to be a professional Olympic athlete.
Oh, hell yeah.
Your entire life is just skiing downhill as fast as humanly possible.
Exactly. Look at Char beating the shit out of
Char beat the shit out of Shelly.
All right, so basically this is a thing.
But
Tim Tebow.
So those were Tebow's girlfriends.
Allegedly linked to smoking chicks, right? Claims he's still a virgin. Is on the sidelines singing, "Our God is an awesome God he reigns." I don't know if you guys have heard that. But
unfortunately, now me and Sal actually know all the words to that
song. All 12 words of that well-written song. But yeah, he keep those pics coming.
Is an awesome God he reigns.
But yeah, Tim Tebow, he's a virgin, so to speak. He's got smoking hot girlfriends apparently, and hey man, you know he's a great guy in the huddle. If you heard him talking to Thomas when the touchdown, the game-winning touchdown pass went right through his hands, he goes, throws his arm around and says, "Hey man, don't worry about it, man. Like you're gonna go out there and catch a game winner, man. Golly gee." And you know what? This sounds kind of corny right now, but on Sunday when you're in the huddle and the guy's telling your quarterback, the guy that the whole team is looking at for that kind of motivation, when he's telling you that's got to be a good thing. So yeah, I mean that's great. But yeah, I saw the sound effects. Tebow was so positive, unbelievably positive. He's it almost made me not. I mean, I'm a Patriots fan every day of the week, but I'm like, I kind of rooting for him a little bit because it's good to see a guy that's has like. I mean, when you come up, I'm sorry. All right, I'm rambling. But hey, all right. Let me back it up. Tebow, positive guy, positive message. Not a thing you see out of the NFL a lot. You got a lot of guys from Miami coming out like, oh, we're so thug, we're so this, we're so that. Yeah, tough guys. We take guns to clubs, even though we can afford bodyguards. We shoot ourselves in the leg and go to jail. Like that's stupid shit. That is actually that's dumb shit. And guess what? Tebow's like, you know what? No, I'm really proud of like me being a wholesome guy. And you know what? As corny as that is, like to all those Miami guys, it's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. Pat, you trying to play some Call of Duty later? Let's do it.
Now let's also. Yes, I agree that Tim Tebow he's become kind of a likable guy recently.
Yeah.
But so let's say that Patriots are up, let's say 24-14.
Okay.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
He still believes
Tim Tebow has the ball.
He still believes he can.
I don't care what he believes.
No, I understand.
What do you believe?
I don't think they can win that game, but Tim Tebow does. And can he rally the troops and enforce that issue and get everybody involved and get them excited?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So now there's a question here. Tim Tebow, when they eventually make a film about him and his life, who plays him? What Hollywood actor right now? This guest was James Vanderbeek.
Wow! I don't know.
That's an interesting
I don't know. Can you get any better than that? Hold on.
What do we have here?
Tim Tebow.
Everybody, Tim Tebow. Kids love Tim Tebow.
You know what? Tom Hanks actually does look like a much older Tim Tebow.
Maybe he'll play Tim Tebow's dad.
Maybe a Colin Farrell type or something like that. I still haven't even opened the last one. I'm still on
Christ,
this
man.
I'm on this vodka drink. You told me not to down it. Okay.
Since when do you take my advice?
That's a good point. Okay, so that covered that. Tebow-mania,
yeah.
yes, still huge. Other NFL news: Andre Johnson is out again this week. Adrian Peterson is probable, and Matt Hasselbeck is in. He's going to be starting instead of Jay Clocker, who had a pretty good week. So I didn't really expect. I will eventually view that YouTube video, but frankly, midway through a show, not the best time to start viewing it.
No, fuck you. Let's cut the show short and watch your video.
Another big story that happened this week: Sam Hurd, the Bears defensive back, caught that he had been dealing drugs recently.
Yeah.
Now, he claimed originally that he had double-digit names of people in the NFL that he sold drugs to, and he was selling 1,000 pounds of what? 1,000
what?
1,000 pounds of weed and 4 kilos of coke a week.
That's all like guap.
A lot of wop. So that was rumored to be close to $700,000 or $800,000 a week he was moving in product.
I mean, hey,
that's come out now that he's exaggerating a little bit. That didn't happen. Apparently, none of the big drug dealers in Chicago even know who Sam Hurd is.
Well, drug dealers exaggerate. We all know that.
Exactly, they're drug dealers, so of course they're going to exaggerate. But so that's Sam Hurd, and now he's saying that, or now it's being said that they don't have any names of NFL players. So, well, originally you kind of thought that was going to come out that Randy Moss was going to be named. It's not happening anymore.
Oh, I wish. All right, any questions? What do we
any other news? No. Now going into the NBA, Jeff Green is out for the season now.
Yeah, you texted me this earlier.
I texted you this earlier when it broke. He had heart surgery. He's having heart surgery January 9th in. I think he's having it in Chicago actually. He's got to get the drugs from Sam Hurd first. But he's having heart surgery, out for this season. He's already made a couple tweets so far saying.
Jerome Simpson.
But saying, "Oh, don't worry, I'll come back next season even better forever, even better than that ever."
But short term,
the Celtics are fucked.
I'm looking at it like Danny Ainge again. That Perk trade looked bad last year. I didn't want to text you this. Right. I didn't want to text you this because I want to spring it on you live. That Perk trade. You know what? Oh yeah, you know what? Here's the cons. We lose Perk. We don't really have like a solid center. Blah blah. But here's the pluses. We got Jeff Green, long term guy. This and this. Goal. He scores a lot of points. Blah blah. And now you look at it like, oh shit! Like we lost Perk last year.
Yeah.
I know, it kind of sucks. Jeff Green wasn't so hot. This year, oh great! Now he's got heart surgery. It's like that trade really and you know what, that really fucked the team, and it's all going to be put on Danny Ainge. Yeah. Unfortunately for him, that's what it is. Completely. Because he's very quick. He's aggressive when it comes to being a manager. He's throwing people around. He's making these trades, and you like that because it's interesting. It makes for a lot of stories and stuff like that. But in the longevity of the team, it's like, oh great, that was another future guy. They're looking to trade Rondo because he's an emotional guy, and he flipped out in a meeting in the playoffs last year. Fucking broke the TV. You heard about that?
Yeah.
So they're trying to trade him because like they don't want him to be the veteran presence on the team because he's not a good veteran presence. And that's understandable. Yeah, I like that. But now what do? So you get Jeff Green missing a shitload of games. You got Rajon Rondo, who's not going to be the veteran presence. You got all these old fucking guys in KG and Allen and Pierce and whatever. It's like, there we go. We won a championship, and now the team's in shambles.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So,
no, and it is. This is going to be an ugly, ugly year for the Celtics, I think.
fuck it, I'm changing my license plate. Pissed.
But change it to a Bruins one.
I'm changing it to a Bruins license plate. I have
we do have a question here. 49ers or Steelers in the Monday night game this week?
Oh my god, I am so goddamn excited for this game. You have no idea. This game is going to be awesome. If Roethlisberger plays, they're going to put pressure on him, but he's so good under pressure. He's so good playing injured. I'm so fucking excited. I hope the score is like 7-7 and it goes into overtime. Because oh my, I'm so jacked and pumped. I've been thinking about this game all weekend. Can't fucking wait.
Who's going to win though?
Who's going to win? I'm going to say Antonio Brown is going to win.
So
Antonio Brown and Mike Wallace are going to win. I'm going to go with the Steelers, but I just feel like offensively the Steelers are a little bit better because, yeah, the 49ers D is great. Yeah, the Steelers D is great, but 49ers offense can be shaky. It can be okay. It can be good. Crabtree's like your number one guy. I mean, or Braylon Edwards is like whatever. But I feel like Steelers better balanced, better team overall. I'm really fucking excited.
I think the 49ers are going to win.
You think the 49ers?
I think that
that's
fine. Roethlisberger isn't going to be at 100% even if he does play.
That's fine.
And I don't think he should play. And frankly, Charlie Batch or whoever the fuck their backup quarterback is right now, even though he led them to a 5-1 start, was it last year when he was suspended for the first 6 games? I still think the 49ers are a good enough team that they'll find a way to win, and without Roethlisberger, it'll be two kind of anemic offenses going against each other.
Yeah.
And so if you have Crabtree and Davis and Braylon Edwards and Ted Ginn Jr. up against Antonio Brown and Hines Ward,
young money, baby. Those Steelers wide receivers. They have confidence. They call themselves Young Money. They're fucking nasty. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I mean, you got Frank Gore and Kendall Hunter, 49ers running backs.
Yeah, but Frank Gore is a lot better than Rashard Mendenhall.
Okay. All right.
Another question: 2 teams that you see playing each other in the Super Bowl. We get asked this question often.
Well, you gotta go. You gotta say Packers.
Yep. Packers.
And I was gonna say Steelers, but with the injury to Roethlisberger, I'm really not sure. I don't want to say Ravens, and I don't want to say Patriots. I'm very, very unsure.
I'd say Packers Patriots this year.
Packers Patriots. If you think that Patriots D can stop enough teams.
It depends on what the Ravens do once they get into the playoffs. With an injured Ben Roethlisberger, I'm not feeling solid about the Steelers. But when the Ravens get to the playoffs, if they can realize that every game is an important game, I think they have a chance. I feel nothing for the Texans without Matt Schaub.
No, you can't.
It's just not. You can't keep up with it. It's just not going to happen. Who would win in a fight, Dennis Hopper or Pee Wee Herman? Dennis Hopper. Pee Wee Herman's a pussy. Who would win in a fight, Mike Ditka or a Hurricane? Well, Ditka always wins.
Well, it depends. Ditka would probably outsmart the Hurricane.
The Bears.
Probably outsmart him. Yeah, you got to go Ditka on that.
The Bears. Yeah. The Hurricane's name, though, is Hurricane Ditka.
Hurricane Ditka?
That would be a draw.
So that's a toss.
I think
that's a coin flip.
Yeah. Okay, enough from these stupid questions.
What do you mean? There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Who would win, Ditka versus the Hurricanes?
My teachers in high school told me this, Sal, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Just stupid people.
Okay. Now, also in the NBA, Chris Paul was obviously traded to the Clippers. Yeah. That was kind of breaking news on Wednesday as we were doing the show. And then also in NBA news, Kobe Bryant getting a divorce, and because his wife says that she's sick of cheating. Damn it!
No!
Are you kidding?
Oh my god!
This is the worst news I've heard.
Oh my god!
A divorce?
Get out of here!
For a professional sports player?
That is.
Shit!
That is mind-boggling. You know when you're like your mind is in a bottle.
Your mind is just in a bottle.
Oh, that's wild! I can't believe that.
God. That rounds out NBA news. Shit, we're already over an hour, so we can stop whenever we want and keep going for as long as we want.
I gotta pee, but I'm good for a little bit.
All right, cool.
Any questions? Any comments?
Yes. All right, guys. Now keep in mind we are live on VonLive.tv, also Justin.tv, so we're simulcasting through the both. You can also follow us on Twitter at SJ Sports Show. That's Sports Show, 2 S's, on Twitter. And on YouTube, you can view our old episodes at youtube.com/user/Sal and Josh Sports. Please be sure to view our videos and click on any ads that come up because, frankly, we got to get paid for doing this somehow. Cause
we
it
want to be like
a whole lot of time. Yeah, right, exactly.
I was going to cut you off, but you can go
That's
ahead.
okay. If you have any questions midweek, you can always email us at joshandsal@gmail.com. And if you ever want to call in on Skype, our username is Sal and Josh. Now, I
want to talk Chargers? I don't know if you want to talk Chargers with all Phillip Rivers this year.
I have contact requests. I added you to Skype. Spence Lopez.
You want to be homies on Skype?
I added 2 people to Skype.
Hell yeah!
And both of them are online.
I'm super excited for the Skype. If you want to call in on Skype, I can't wait for that.
Sal's excited just about everything all the time. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if the Chargers do have they have a slight chance of making it, yes. But Phillip Rivers has been really bad this year.
Phillip Rivers cost me a bye in fantasy league, so fuck him.
Well, that was his one good week, yeah. But I think Mike Tolbert had a really good start of the year.
Definitely.
And Ryan Matthews had a good couple weeks in the middle. Now both of them are they're combining to make one good running back.
But you know what? Antonio Gates is picking up the slack in the end of the year. And he's got...
Antonio Gates has been having a great
He's got
end
over
of the
that
year.
toe injury that was nagging him for a lot of the preseason, the beginning of the season. And so he's been definitely making plays. He looks like the Antonio Gates of old.
Yeah, which is interesting because he is old as hell.
Very much so. Very much so.
So before we get into any of the rest of your questions, let's cover the rest of the news that we have. You're pounding down.
I only got 1 beer left. You're gonna have to go to the store.
Son of a bitch.
I'm shotgunning it at the end of the show. Stay tuned. I'm going under 4 seconds. Under 4 seconds tonight.
Stay tuned. Sal is going to shotgun a beer in under 4 seconds at the end of the show. We're gonna finish off here with random news by getting the baseball news. Michael Kadire has been signed by the Rockies. He's the old right fielder and first baseman for the Minnesota Twins. A lot of talk was about him coming to the Red Sox, but clearly that's not going to happen. He was signed to the Rockies, and so that's that. And also, Barry Bonds has been convicted, and he is on house arrest for 30 days and 2 years of probation.
Whoa! I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucking fantastic.
So that covers all the things that are actually in front of me. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the chat to your right, our left, as we call it, stage left. But also, before you do that, remember to like us on Facebook and tweet about us on Twitter, and also follow us because, frankly, every time that you follow us, whenever we go live, you'll be aware of it. Now, we're live every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. and every Saturday at 2:15 p.m.
Yeah.
Normally, the Saturday is a lot more football show. We kind of cover all sports now because at this point in the fantasy football world, either you're there or you're not. And if you still need help, it's a miracle you made it there anyways. So we try and cover all the sports. And in terms of Wednesdays, we do cover all 4 sports.
Yeah, Wednesday shows are really fun.
The Wednesday sports are a lot of fun, yeah.
Is the Wednesday...
The Wednesday show is going to be up on YouTube later on today.
All right, fantastic.
It took some processing time from JTV because we have to get the video from there. Cool. As Vaughn Live doesn't keep them.
Yeah. I've been getting texts about that, so I'm going to let a bunch of people know when that show goes
exactly.
up.
And keep in mind,
Wednesday shows are really fun.
The Wednesday shows are a lot of fun. It's later in the day where, you know what? I wouldn't even say, though, that we get more drunk on those shows now because we've started to get real drunk on these Saturday shows.
Drunk on the Saturday show. I could probably use lunch right about now at 4:10 in the afternoon.
I forget that lunchtime is coming up. Can you tell us your AFC and NFC playoff picks? I can't.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yes, the Patriots are going to make it. The Steelers are going to make it. The Ravens are going to make it. And the Chargers are going to make it. And there's 2 more teams. Jets are going to make it.
You think the Jets are going to make it?
The Jets are going to pull it out in the end. And,
wild card.
And Nah, fucking some other team is going to make it. Who this shit knows?
I mean,
I wasn't prepared for that question.
I'm really excited for the playoffs this year. Dude, enough with the Chargers. Enough. Phillip Rivers is not good. This year is...
And the Chargers... Oh, no, the Texans are going to make it. Yeah, Texans will make it.
You know what? A couple weeks ago, I was like, no, Texans, sorry. Not going to do it. Not without Mario Williams. Jesus Christ, that is like the highest name.
You will never know Mario Williams.
It's
funny, though, because Mario Williams was the first-round pick in the draft quite a few years back, and he was drafted as a right end. He's a linebacker.
Do you know how often I want to say he's Mario Manningham?
I don't know how often, but I have to imagine.
Pretty often. All right, so, yeah, I mean, a couple weeks ago you say,
the Broncos going to make the playoffs too?
Don't fucking talk to me about the Broncos, man.
No, but they're right. The Broncos are going to make it before the fucking Jets do. Or before the Chargers do. Fucking, who knows?
There's too many teams. There's a lot of 8-5 teams right now.
Exactly.
There's a hell of a lot of 8-5 teams.
There's a lot of 10-3s. There's a lot of 8-5s.
So...
There are so many fucking options.
So I guess we're gonna have to play those cards as they come. But in the meantime, we should just party and enjoy. We get Saturday Night Football tonight.
In the meantime,
we get Saturday Night Football tonight.
Dallas is somebody else. Right?
Hell yeah. Let's check the.
Dallas and God knows who else.
No, I'm on it.
Let's see who can find it first.
I'm gonna
Dallas and Tampa Bay.
Fuck, man.
Boom! You just got beat.
All right, well,
who's gonna win this game tonight?
Okay, you know what? I want to say Dallas, but Dallas is probably the worst. Okay, Dallas. I tweeted this the other day. Dallas Cowboys are the anti-Tebow.
They are.
They play
really are.
3 good quarters and then fuck themselves, and then fuck themselves, and then after that they fuck themselves. And
but Tampa's bad.
But Tampa's really bad. So, as much as I don't want to say that the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game, they absolutely have to win this game. No DeMarco Murray. But, hey, Felix Jones can play decent. Miles Austin can play decent. Des Bryant should probably play out of his mind because he hasn't been all season. And, of course, they got the Laurent Robinson, who's unexpectedly really well. I feel like.
Someone asked if this is the cute one and the smart one show. Frankly, I gotta tell you're probably the cute one.
Wow.
God knows you're not the smart one.
I'm not the drunk one. I'm gonna get on my notes.
We're gonna wait for the end of the show, but we're gonna.
It is the end of the show.
Hold on, let me get the time clock up. Don't do it yet. Oh, never mind. He did it anyways. He spilt it all over himself.
Oh my God!
Well, Sal just shotgunned that beer real quick. So that's the end of that.
Show's over.
Apparently it's the end of the show, everybody. We are live on Wednesdays at 6:15 p.m. and Saturdays at 2:15 p.m. We were on late at 3 p.m. today due to the fact that Sal not only can shotgun beers really quick, but he also is a volunteer for the Big Brother program. So that's how we were on late today.
I did it the wrong way.
How did you drink that so fast? Sal has a very good sucking capability of his...
Shut the fuck up. Let me grab another one.
Sal's apparently going to grab another one. I'd like to remind everybody that this show is brought to you by Bud Light. It's all about 100% drinkability.
We don't have any beers left. Oh, no, we do. Keep going.
Now, with Bud Light, it's not like you just drink 1 or 2 when you start to feel a little buzz. No. With Bud Light, you have to drink at least 12 to start feeling that real buzz that everybody likes. Now, Bud Light is all about drinkability. But drinkability doesn't mean being able to drink 1 beer real quick, which Sal just did in under 5 seconds.
You ever seen someone shotgun a pint of Narragansett?
I don't know if anybody's ever seen somebody shotgun a pint of Narragansett, but this show is actually brought to you by Bud Light and also by Narragansett.
Hey, neighbor, if I can open this one up.
Won't you be my neighbor?
All right,
Narragansett. All right.
Time me, guys.
Let me get the time clock out here right now.
No, this is that Bud Light was just practice.
That was a practice. So now we're gonna go for a pint of Narragansett.
All right, here we go. I'm switching hands.
Okay, everybody, here
it's
we
a full Narragansett. You heard me open it, right?
Yeah. Ready? Go.
Oh.
That would be 5.5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. A full pint of Narragansett. Gotta absolutely love that. Woo! That's right. 5.5, everybody.
All right, good game. Gonna need to change my shirt.
This did go from the sports show to the drunk show, real quick. So if everybody, as Yevs Lopez says, please follow us below here. Whether you're watching us on JTV or you're watching us on VonLive.tv, please follow us. Somebody says Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
I gotta tell you,
what the fuck?
I gotta tell you, tonight it's gonna be a hell of a holiday party tonight. Can't wait.
It's actually technically a birthday party you're going to tonight.
I'm going to a birthday party?
You're going to a birthday party.
I've never gone to a birthday party dressed as Santa Claus, but tonight is gonna be the first one. Let me tell you.
Have you ever gone to a birthday party of somebody that you despise as a person?
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride and go because you have to. And tonight,
I'm not going, right?
I know you're not going. I'm a little bit upset, but that's fine. I understand why you're not going, but I hope you can understand why I'm going. Let's party.
Let's party. Guys, I'm all glad that you could join us today. Keep in mind that we are live every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. and every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. If you have any questions, please get them in right now. Because, frankly, we're getting ready to leave and not do this anymore.
Yes, we're going to go make another Swedish Fish vodka drink.
That was a lot of Swedish Fish vodka drink.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a lot of vodka.
All right, nothing on Justin TV?
Nothing on Justin TV.
Sorry, guys.
People talking about that they're on the same boat or something or whatever.
Cool.
So I don't know if we got any calls on Skype. I don't think we did, but we got 2 people that said that they wanted to be our friends on Skype.
Can't wait.
But please follow us on Von Live and on Justin.tv. All you have to do is click the follow button. If you don't have an account, just sign up. It's free and easy on both websites, and just do that. Also follow us on Twitter at SJ Sports Show. That's Sports Show, 2 S's. And also check our old videos out on YouTube at youtube.com/user/Sal and Josh Sports. Please also click all the ads because we make money off that, and we absolutely love it when we make money. It makes it a lot more fun for us to do this and for us to pay for our alcohol addiction.
No. Bud Light sponsors the show, so they're good.
That's right. Bud Light also sponsors our show. So if you guys all want to watch our outro video now, which is probably the most fun of any show, is when we leave. I'd suggest you stick around to watch that now. We'll see everybody Wednesday at 6:15 p.m.
Oh, that's going to be a blast. I can't wait for that show. I can't wait for the Tebow recap show.
Now, Hanukkah starts on Tuesday, so do all the Jews out there. Neither of us are Jewish.
Sorry about Ryan Braun.
Sorry about Ryan Braun, but also happy Hanukkah, I guess is what I was really trying to say. But yeah, sure. Sorry about Ryan Braun. That sucks. What a shitty life.
Christ.
You don't have a shirt on right now, do you? Good night, everybody.
Ciao.
Yeah, that's right. 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're in Boston. Great show. If it was that great of a show, you'd follow us on.
I wouldn't go that far.
Good night, everybody. I gotta wait. All right, so. Oh shit, coming back.
It is amazing.